I've been watching this dress for many years, dreaming about it, thinking how I could ever make something like that. It is the most beautiful piece of clothing in the world, and there's nothing you can say that would change my mind about it. I think I want to try to make it a project for this year, but I will need some help. I will need your help. So if you are to decide, maybe you should take a look at all the pretty things that I made this year. Bonjour.
Et bonne année!
Space! The final frontier. See, I have a rack and everything. I'm organized. There is a big pile in the other room with everything that was on there before, but you don't see it. We first have the pencil outfit. Technically, it is real wood, made of very thin pieces of cork, with the matching bag, of course. I made sort of an 80s reveal for this one, it was very fun. Then it was Valentine's Day, so of course, pink BDSM. But with little pink pockets. The reveal was kind of cyberpunk with some funk music. Then I tried to make the embroidery machine work. So I made this very cute hobbit stop. I'm really happy about this one because I think it will go well with a lot of different outfits. We have the cloud dress, super fluffy and light, perfect for frolicking in the garden. I think this can be worn in many occasions, and I did not have a chance to wear it yet. Then of course came the Barbie craze. So I made this very cute ensemble with a petticoat, also super fluffy, I love it. To match it, I made a Barbie car handbag, because voilà. I mean, this goes with everything, no? And yes, the headlights function. Even in the back. The reveal for this is like the best video on my channel, and it actually did pretty bad in terms of views, but I still love it.
5 a.m. and we are in trouble, but we don't really care. I don't wanna do this anymore. No, I just wanna say hello. I do whatever I like. It doesn't matter if they say so. Let's make a hit and run. Do it for fun. They can't hold on forever, so just say hello. Yeah, we'll be going all night.
Then it was my birthday! So I made this thing. It's holding up, it fits. Just these lines are coming off a little bit, so maybe I will make some adjustments for next year. With matching shoes, of course. After that, Halloween! I made the cutest switch with I don't know how many leaves, probably 25 millions. Then the spider ensemble with a skirt, hat and a necklace. Also with spiders, but they're made of plastic. We have the Morticia Adams outfit made of hair. It is very gross, I love it. Except I have to brush it every time I take it out. Look! This freaking cute pumpkin shirt. I love it so much and it's so comfortable. Then I made a historically accurate corset, then painted it with dye. It's supposed to be Monet inspired. And that's kind of it for costumes. But also in the meantime, I bought a house. Well, I got a loan from the bank to buy a house, but that counts. And it's much bigger than my apartment because it's in the middle of nowhere. This I love. Removing wallpaper, I don't, but So I already redid the living room, the bedroom, and the sewing room, which is the most important room, of course. And that was a lot of work, and I still have rooms to do. My favorite project this year was the Barbie bag, even though people didn't like it so much, and the little autumn witch. And the project that I didn't enjoy it as much, I think I'm putting Morticia Adams because it was supposed to be Bayonetta at first for Japan, but I didn't manage to make it in time, even though it's still okay. And the worst project of this year that I didn't even bring in because I don't want to see it ever again, even though it still lives somewhere in the garage. The giant pumpkin of horror. It was such a pain to make. Cassé là, quand j'arrache des scotch et ce que je fais ça sert à rien. Ah, c'est ça ma vie, voilà. Je vais me faire un café. Anyways, I'm pretty happy with what I have done this year, which brings us to 2024. I have way more ideas that I have time for, but the one I want to tell you about now is this dress. La Chimère de Mugler. Let me put my croissant on to tell you about it. Nice. I think it's time to make this fantasy a reality. Let me do it with a French accent so it helps with the haute couture stuff. Thierry Mugler was a French fashion designer, perfumer and creative director who was known for his avant-garde, architectural and theatrical creations. He launched his fashion house in the 1970s and became one of the most influential designers of the 80s and the 90s.
J'estime que la mode est un peu un spectacle, c'est une mise en scène quotidienne, donc de là à pousser la chose jusqu'à une vraie mise en scène, c'est logique pour moi.
He collaborated with celebrities as Madonna, David Bowie, Beyoncé, M. Kardashian, and created iconic perfumes like Angel and Alien. He retired from fashion in 2002 and he died in 2022 at the age of 73. He has made a lot of the most iconic fashion looks of all time and he is my favorite fashion designer. Just go look through his creations, it's like, wow. The Chimera by Mugler is the most beautiful dress in the world, and that is not my opinion, it's a fact, deal with it. It is also one of the most expensive haute couture dresses in fashion history, as it took 2 years of work and research to make, and required thousands of hours of work by a team of 20 people. It is a masterpiece of creativity and craftsmanship. It is also a testament of Mugler's love for nature and wildlife, as to make the human hybrid of many animals. Is it a lizard, a dragon, a mermaid, a bird? There's also hair on this thing. There is a corset, there's feathers, crystals. I saw it in person at the Couturissime exhibition in Paris and I honestly had my eyes wet, okay? I'm not even joking. It's all seductive and glamorous, but also weird and creepy and what? What is this? It's perfect. So, back to us. This dress took 6 weeks to make for a team of 20 people. So in the hypothesis that I am as good as all of them in their respective fields, which, both quoi, it will take one person 120 weeks to make. That is 2.3 years. So I can't make it. I can't stay focused on the same project for that long. And I have a YouTube channel to run. What are you gonna watch? Me doing the same thing for 2 years? No, I understand. I wouldn't. But I was thinking of a solution. a community solution. I've seen some very cool creators launching community projects. We have Nani from Seamstress with her pom-pom dress, who actually gave me some advice on this. We have Jenna Phillips with her crochet flowers dress. I know other with patchworks. And I think this is such a cool idea. I would want to participate in something like that. This channel is almost at 100,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, merci. So I think to celebrate the 100K, it's cool to launch a community project of the most beautiful thing in the world that's been in my dreams for so many years, and we can make it together. So here's the plan. If you are interested, I need you to make scales. I did some very intense calculations, and I need between 5,000 to 10,000 scales to make this monster. I made a few already. Let me show you. Petit morceau. I went through my scraps in search of anything shiny, making a few paper templates just to check out the size on my mannequin. I need 3 sizes: small, medium, and big. Here are the measurements. You can pause the video, but I will also add them in the description of the project. And I made a PDF pattern as well, so it will be maybe just easier to print it out. But it's okay if yours is not the exact size. Just don't make them too small or too big. It can be a good way to use those very tiny scraps that are hard to find a use for. The easiest way is just to cut 2 pieces with the shiny part inside, so around the edges, leaving the top open. Clip the excess seam allowance at the point. You can also do some notches on the curved edges. Turn it inside out and make it flat. Just crush it with the iron. I really need the scales to be flat and not too bulky. If the fabric is fraying a lot, maybe just a little zigzag stitch on the edge to protect it. I will manipulate the project a lot to add the thousands of scales, so let's just make sure that they don't disintegrate. And that's it for the simple one. Maybe an even simpler way would be to use a wood burning tool on a synthetic material. Cutting the material with this will just melt the edges and make sure that they don't fray, and it would make it super flat. But you can make it as simple or complicated as you wish. It can be absolutely any color that you want. It's not an obligation, but I would really appreciate it if you found any way to make it shiny, because I think one of the appeal of this dress is just that it is so sparkly and the shine makes the scales more interesting and magical. I'm asking for scales made out of fabric because I'm not sewing them by hand. The original dress has some scales made out of metal and glass and resin. They had little holes to be sewn by hand, but here they need to be sewn with the sewing machine, like a regular, non-industrial sewing machine. They also need to be washable, at least on delicate. So if you use paint or any product, just make sure that it doesn't dissolve in water. There are many ways to embellish a little piece of fabric. Maybe it could be an opportunity to try a lot of little different crafts on a very small piece of fabric. You can add some cheap rhinestones, add beading, any glitter. You can add sequins. You can just paint it, like make a little mini portrait of your cat. And you can sign it on the back. They will be assembled on a strong corseted foundation, and the design might also depend on how much I receive. Do I need to make the skirt shorter and scrap the sleeves? Am I making a giant skirt with very long sleeves and a cape? We don't know. My plan is to start assembling it in a year, but it all depends on you. I have set up a PO box system where you can send the envelopes. I don't have all the options for this postal service, so no big boxes, no more than this size. By my estimation, I need to fill this tub. So I don't know how long it's going to take to fill this up. I will continue to make some myself with the scrap fabric of my project. And as soon as I have enough, I can start on the project. Maybe I will have enough in 6 months. Maybe I will get like 5. So I don't know exactly when I'm going to make this, or even if it's going to happen. I can't know. And if it happens, I don't even know which color it's going to be. Will it be super dark, mostly white, red, gold, a full rainbow? I'm really hoping to make gradients anyways. What if I get like 5 scales? I will really have to reevaluate my decisions. Maybe I'll make just a little coin purse or something. So if you want to participate, I will put all the info in the description, and I will keep you posted on the stuff I receive. It could be a nice little segment in other videos, like, look, I got a blue one. Anyways, this is kind of scary. But cheers to a new year, hopefully full of different projects. I hope you will try new things. I hope you will try all the different crafts. Do the things that make you happy. Subscribe et au revoir.